Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Once More Into the Breach. It is turn 26, and I think it's time to kind of take a look at where we stand as a nation. So, we've created another Revenant. There was a battle in Giant's Spine between Machaka and... I'm sorry, not Machaka. Tianqi and Mechelen. So let's see. Okay, so, here, this is the main... the Mechelenese army, basically. Here's their Tlahtoani Ocelotl. He's got 3 fire, 4 nature, 4 blood. Now his blessing should be automatic when they're with their god? Question mark? Maybe not. They also bless all troops that accompany them into battle in their own domain, and can never be blessed outside their dominion. Okay. So this is a real problem. Mechelen's dominion has been pushed back so hard because, remember, Mechelen's dominion only spreads if they blood sacrifice, that they cannot actually be blessed in this battle. Now, their troops can be. The Moon Priest here will be able to bless them. But their god actually cannot be blessed. And they are facing just province defense. A little bit of Horse Tribe cavalry and 1 noble commander. So they are casting Blessing. Let me see if I can remember what their Blessing is. Yeah, Blood Surge and Recuperation and HP. So basically just making them tougher. And Recuperation means healing afflictions over time, which isn't actually too terribly effective in battle. But whatever. And he's casting Fire Shield... Regeneration, so now he's regenerating. He does damage to anyone who attacks him, armor-piercing damage. And then he's just going to go in. So, he's very, very fast. Combat speed of 28. He has several attacks, okay protection, okay defense, but overall, this is not a very scary super combatant. The Fire Shield is really the most dangerous thing, because infantry attacking him will be damaged by it. He does cause a lot of fear. So against basic infantry, he'll suffice. Against an army geared to kill him, I don't think he'll accomplish much. So the Jaguars are coming in to eat the province defense, as is the enemy god. And it's over. Okay. Then, battle in Giant's Rest. I'm attacking Independence. Ah, yes. This is me trying to take out the throne. So we've got our 4 wizards here. We looked at them earlier. He's the really scary one. I'm worried that he's going to summon a whole bunch of elementals. I have my feral elephants. I have my Spider Clan Witch Doctors set up to spam evocations. And I have my Lion King. And here is my infantry line in the front, along with Matwa the Werehyena / Buddha, who is going to summon Earth Power. And then start casting buffs. He's casting Swarm. Okay, so we just cast Strength of Giants, and we hit pretty much all the infantry. So that buffs their strength by 4, which gives them a ton more damage. Which is good. Unfortunately, I am being attacked by giant beetles because of that Swarm spell that got cast, so that's kind of a problem, actually. He's summoned a full-size fire elemental and a lesser water elemental. And it looks like my elephants are running? No. The elephants are advancing. One of them has been caught by the, Okay, the swarm is causing a problem, as are the fire elementals. My infantry are now advancing. Matwa the Werehyena has taken a little bit of damage, but not much. Good. Doing a lot of damage to the fire elemental. Unfortunately, the elementals have really disrupted the elephant charge, so the elephants were not able to get into the infantry in the way that I had hoped they would. Matwa is casting Earth Meld? Who did he Earth Meld? Ah, he Earth Melded the water elemental. Okay, that's fair. And then you guys are... Apparently someone is animating dead. Yeah. my Spider Clan Witch Doctors are now animating the dead, which is, once again, okay, but I think I'm going to lose. Because these fire and water elementals I don't have good solutions to. My infantry has been routed. I do have the undead going in, and I have the archers, but the archers aren't going to be able to do much damage to elementals. And my mages are wasting time animating skeletons and fatiguing themselves out, as opposed to doing anything really useful. So, yeah, I think the elementals are going to do for me at this point. My pygmies are now going into combat because they are out of ammunition, so... yeah, that didn't go too terribly well. Now, on the plus side, I didn't lose any of my commanders. I tell a lie. I lost a Spider Clan Witch Doctor by retreating into enemy's territory. That's sad. So I did lose a Spider Clan Witch Doctor. However, I did kill one of the enemy wizards, so that's good. It still doesn't make this really takeable, so okay, I was defeated. In Raqqa, all that was left was province defense, and I just ran over it. I lost one barbarian. There was an unexpected event. A necromancer has attracted unwanted attention. Spirits from the nether realms now haunt this land and search for the mage. They attack indiscriminately. So a ghost attacked my Spider Clan Witch Doctor and was killed. Let me see how that went. So this is just a regular old ghost. It has a life-draining attack. It's ethereal. Otherwise, it's not too terribly dangerous. Marifa is going to cast Bark Skin. They don't follow scripting in assassination attempts. Ah. He has Dust to Dust, which is a powerful anti-undead death spell. So the ghost took a whole bunch of damage right away. And now he's going to do it again. Yep, there we go. Okay. So that's not very dangerous. In Bemet's Rest, ooh, good omens, that's nice. Troops in Raqqa are starting to starve due to lack of supplies, so I have slightly more supplies than they can support. So that is the Hunbalam. Here's Mechelen's fort. Here are two enormous armies of Tianqi. For the war effort, these guys can go in there, and these guys, including all of them, can go up here to Mechelen itself. And to make sure they're still cooperating properly, yep, I've got these guys summoning fire elementals, these guys summoning earth elementals. Okay. I do definitely want to go up Conjuration pretty quickly, but not immediately. We're recruiting Buddhas here. Got a reasonable amount of money, recruiting Witch Doctors there. I've got my Lion Queen. We are not going to recruit more of those at the moment. We are going to go back to recruiting. I think I'm going to get a Buddha here as well. I want more Buddhas. Army-wise, we've got only 2 elephants. Now, I know this province is actually weak. So, I'm going to get another turn worth of pygmies, and then I think we'll send Mpingo to go deal with the situation. There is a whole lot of unrest in Trollland. Shahidi, why don't you move up there and stop it? Now, Mpingo, forging-wise, can forge the Maces of Eruption. Can also forge lots of kind of cool fire items. I can also forge the Kitharonic Lion Pelt, which might not be bad. It gives 15 protection and no map movement penalty. That might be worth having for my Buddhas that are going to be going around doing things. With Nature Magic level 3, so with Kings, I can also forge the Enormous Cauldron of Broth, which provides a very significant supply bonus. But what I really need is Dwarven Hammers. That is what's important. So here, that's where most of my army retreated. Their army has been cut down only very slightly, and unfortunately they will regenerate those gems. Now, strategically speaking, Niflheim has quite a large area here. It looks to me like Rus is losing their war with Agartha. That is a Rusian fort that is being attacked by Agartha. These are Agarthan provinces. That is an Agarthan fort that was taken from Rus, that is now being besieged by a Rusian army. That is Rus itself, and if you notice, it's pretty much surrounded by Agarthan armies. So Rus is in a bad way. I've done some out-of-game diplomacy, once again. I've determined that Hinnom and Niflheim appear to be allied, which is really, really bad. They've formed a kind of axis of giants, and unfortunately, Hinnom and Niflheim are both quite strong nations, particularly if Hinnom is allowed to get his blood economy up and running, which he pretty much has. So, that's a problem. Niflheim is probably moving troops down here in order to come after me. Or to come after Rus, because I believe Niflheim and Agartha are also at peace. So I imagine there's Niflheim. Okay, so there's the capital. So I imagine what's going to happen here is Niflheim is going to send armies down here, start trying to take my northern provinces and Rus's northern provinces in conjunction with Agartha. At some point, Hinnom will jump on me from the other side. Now the question is, what do I do about this? And the answer is, I'm not sure. I'm a little bit distracted over here, of course, fighting Mechelen. And I'm just not terribly good at dealing with these forces. So I have a ton of resources, actually, already. So let's get a couple of elephants. And then some infantry. Okay. Because I do definitely need... Now, elephants are not going to be of any use against giants, but they will be of use taking this province. So I've got 2 elephants there. I've got 2 more. I'll have 2 more. That'll be 6. So, yeah, in one more turn, I'll take Mpingo out to lead the army. Let's see what Mpingo can cast. With 3 fire, she can cast Flare. She can, of course, cast Magma Bolts. She can cast Fire Shield, which is a good spell. And she can do some basic holy spells. What I need... She can also cast Enlarge, which is a nice little nature spell. What I need for fire to be really useful is more research. What I need for anything to be more useful is more research. At level 4, for example, I'll get Flaming Arrows, which will be super, super useful. Especially if I have a whole bunch of pygmies built up. So in 2 more turns, I'll have enchantment level 4. Thaumaturgy, less important. Yeah, Raging Hearts is a strategic spell you can cast, as is Purgatory. Alteration, actually, I do want to go down, because at Alteration level 5, I get Iron Warriors, which transforms some soldiers into 20 protection statues, basically. I also get Maws of the Earth, which is a very powerful Earth combat spell, has a large area of effect, does quite a bit of damage, and it causes an Earth Meld effect, so that would be really, really nice to have. Also Shatter, in case someone brings constructs against me, although I don't have to worry about that immediately. The other reason to get Alteration level 5 is Mother Oak. If I have Construction leveled up so I can construct some nature-boosting items, I might actually be able to get Mother Oak before pretty much anybody else, because Pangea has now been taken out of the game, and they are the big nature power. But without them, I'm the one with 3 nature on the board, in the form of Kinda. So with a Tree Lord's Staff, which requires Construction 6, he will be Nature level 5, at which point he can cast Mother Oak, which gives me 10 free Nature Gems forever. I do need to be site-searching for nature sites, which I have not been doing up until now. So, you know, there's that. I have 40 units. Mpingo can lead 55. Adnan can also lead 55, interestingly. Why? Just because he's experienced? Yep, I guess it's just the experience. Huh, that's pretty cool. Because normally, Voices of Lion can only lead 40. Anyway, I need to be doing a lot more site searching, honestly. I've been leaving it up to Funny Guy. But yeah, so Funny Guy is here now, so I could take him into this battle and try again. But unfortunately, while he has a whole lot of magic power, he doesn't have any gems, which limits what he can do. But what he can do is he can cast Gift of Flight, which might be worth something. He can also throw acid bolts, but nobody really cares about that. We're not going to do it, though. We're going to leave that throne be for now. Instead, Funny Guy can search for magic sites. As can Kinda. Matwa. These two are going to go back there. Matwa, has this been searched? This has been searched by Matwa. Matwa can move down to there to search. We're building a fortress here. We've already got a lab. That palisades will be done in 3 turns. And then, of course, we'll have to upgrade it. Oh, it's hard to tell what the next problem is going to be. I'm recruiting a few infantry still over here and Buddhas. I need to shift some recruitment up here. Because, as I said, I'm worried about danger coming from the north. So against giants, elephants are basically not useful. War lions could be useful, although they do have low magic resistance. Rhino clan are, of course, going to remain the staples of my armies. Unfortunately, since I have so few recruitment points, I can't really do a whole lot at this fort. But we will burn that bridge when we come to it. So probably we're just going to do lions here for now. Yeah. G2. Unless you are casting a spell, you should be researching. What spell could you cast? You could summon ogres. Ogres could be decent meat shields against giants. Or you could cast Dark Knowledge. Yeah, let's cast Dark Knowledge. Hit Stinging Swamp with it. You are going to research. So my research is up to 147, which still isn't great, but is something. In the interests of more research, instead of a Buddha, I might get more Hyena Clan Witch Doctors here. No, I want Buddhas, because I'm going to start constructing, you know, sometime soon here. You can also research. Yeah, getting a few more infantry there. I have 108 gold left, but I'm out of recruitment points and resources here. Oh, buddy, I really do want those forts. I also want to take these 2 provinces, but I don't know how Rus is going to deal with this situation. I think Rus is on the way out, to be honest. I strongly suspect, although I can't see, that Rus itself is under siege or already taken, because there's no reason this would be happening if Rus hadn't already been attacked. And so I think probably Rus only really has these provinces left, which means I am probably going to be Agartha and Niflheim's next target. Looking at the strategic situation, I doubt I'm going to win this game, to be honest. I think I've been prosecuting wars over here while other people have been consolidating this area, and I think I'm going to be swept down upon, possibly also with Hinnom pushing up from this side. But I don't think it's going to go well. Now, that said, I might be able to pull this out if I can get enough Buddhas out and I can get my research ramped up quickly enough. But one thing that is really going to help with getting my research ramped up is if I take this as quickly as I can. I've talked to Tianqi. Tianqi is going to deal with Mechelen's god, hopefully. Cross my fingers, hope to die. So I am going to ignore him for the nonce, and I'm just going to try and take out Mechelen's forts as quickly as I can. And if I can do that and settle in and be recruiting mages here, then I think I probably have a shot. My income is pretty good. My worry is that this army is going to come over here and start rampaging through my territory, and that would be hard for me to deal with at the moment. But we'll burn that bridge when we come to it. So this has been turn 26. I'll see you all in turn 27. Okay, turn 27. Let's see how our further adventures in Mechelen are going. Alright, we cast Dark Knowledge, no magic sites. Also no magic sites. One of my units died, that's fine. In Typhalia, let's see that battle. Should be fairly straightforward. I have Mbamba backing up a small force of infantry and elephants, taking on province defense. So we're summoning some earth power, and some earth elementals. What size are those? Yeah, they're size 3. Okay. So we're just going to do that for a while. See, I can summon 3 Earth Elementals before I die. My elephant routed, unfortunately. But I think my infantry is going to suffice to take this anyway. Certainly with the support of those Earth Elementals. Yep, that's the whole ball game, I think. So the infantry swarm in, kill the rest of the province defense, and it's all over but the crying. I did lose my elephant. The elephant was killed. That's really unfortunate. Or one of them, at least. And the other one retreated. It did make it back to friendly territory, so that's nice. And in Mechelen, we attacked Mechelen. Let's see how many of those troops were set to fight me, actually. It looks like probably all of them, including a Frost Fiend. So he has spent the Blood Slaves to summon a Frost Fiend, which is a flying devil with cold power and ice protection. Now, fortunately, it is a hot province here, so all that cold is not actually helping it. You can see it's -1 from heat, including defense. Okay, so let's see what he has. This looks like his whole dang army, to be honest. Feathered Warrior. That is a Priest King. A whole bunch of wolves and the Frost Fiend. Priest King has a few Blood Slaves and some Nature Gems, so he's scripted to do something terrible. He's also got a couple of Spine Devils, which are lower level blood summons. And of course, I think this is mainly province defense. A ton of warriors. He's got a Tribal King and a Mechelen Priest here. Up here he's got that's the Tribal King and the Mechelen Priest. He's got a few Jaguar Warriors scattered around, a Feathered Warrior to give a morale bonus, and some regular old warriors. Okay, so a pretty significant army on his side, against an equally significant army on my side. I've got my lions in the back, my infantry in the back there. I've got my 2 Spider Clan Witch Doctors up here, my 2 Buddhas with their Shade Bodyguards, a block of infantry, 2 blocks of infantry, my barbarians, and the Elephant Corps. So let's see how this all goes. They're casting Strength of Giants. So I've got Strength of Giants up on these Rhino Clan, and it looks like some of the barbarians as well. It looks like I hit most of the Rhino Clan with Strength of Giants, which is good, but not that forward group. The elephants, I think, are going to wreck shop here. They're going to run into these Jaguar Warriors and absolutely murder them. I am taking quite a few arrows. These wolves are going to get intercepted by my lions and infantry, but they might... Okay, I got the fire elementals up in time, and the rest of these wolves, yes, this was what I was hoping for. The Frost Fiend and the wolves are going for the rear, which means they're attacking Vinzel's gang. And I don't care if they die. Vinzel and his gang can die for all I care. I am worried that Saburi is going to be killed if this Frost Fiend isn't stopped. But we'll burn that bridge when we come to it. The elephants, meanwhile, have absolutely destroyed the Mechelenese infantry. And I think the only question will be, okay, the wolves are routing. The Frost Fiend has been stopped by the infantry. And yes, the elephants are trampling all over the remaining Mechelenese warriors, causing all kinds of terrible, terrible havoc. A few Jaguars are causing problems for me, but they are getting stabbed to death. And I think it's over. Yep, it's over. It looks like I might have lost a Spider Clan Witch Doctor. Okay, let's take a look at the casualties there. Yes, I lost 1 Spider Clan Witch Doctor, 9 Barbarians, 1 Rhino Clan, and 2 of my elephants. The War Elephants got 102 kills. I was up against 143 units, of which almost all were killed. The Warriors got 8 kills, so they killed most of the Barbarians. And, yeah, all of these guys were wiped out, and almost all of the province defense. Almost 139 casualties, it looks like. So there are... that's mostly accounted for. The elementals didn't really do much just because they were slower. But okay. So that is Mechelen, and the entrance to the fortification in Mechelen has been breached. So we will assault it next turn. This battle in Giant's Spine, that was Tianqi against Mechelen's god, and they killed him. Mechelen's god is dead, the Hun-Balam. Let's see how they did... Oh no, they didn't. Did they kill him? Yeah, they killed him. Yeah, Hun-Balams are just not great super combatants, unfortunately. And against an army of this size with all those archers, ugh. Bad mojo, man. So they're all coming in. The infantry and those, these warriors of the 5 elements, even the damaged ones, with that blessing, with defense skill +2 plus blood surge, their defense is ridiculous and their attack is pretty good. Honestly, elephants might be a decent counter to these guys just because they can kind of run over them a little bit, but oof. These guys are tough to deal with. Especially because with the air shield, you can't even use archers on them, really. So yeah, once the Hun-Balam was alone, just got surrounded and murdered. Just murked. Yeah, the Qin-Shi lost 4 troops. And 1 was killed by a Jaguar warrior, 1 was killed by a Horse Tribe cavalry, so of those 4, at least 2 are friendly fire. Okay. In Agraria, oh, that's sweet, we got some blood slaves and some money. Behemoth's Rest, we got famine, which is bad. In Rasenna, we got minus dominion. That is terrible. I hate minus dominion because my dominion is so low already. But Mechelen is breached. My elephant retreated up here. Up here we have an army of So is pretty well set up, to be honest, because they've got, I think, probably all of this peninsula, plus all this down here. I don't know quite how far they extend, but it ain't bad. Mechelen's god is dead. Roka is part of Mechelen's Tian-Shi's agreed territory, so we're going to leave that. I am going to... They can't have much in there, but their god is inside. So, you are actually going to... You have 1 fire? Oh, you only have 1 fire. Ugh. Arun has 2 fire. Karume used up all of his fire gems. So, Mbarak. I need... Not you. I need you to give some fire gems to him. So that you can Phoenix Power and summon elementals. You, Strength of Giants is good. You guys, Guarding Commander is good, just in case. You guys pull back a little bit. I definitely want the Barbarians going in first. Rexor's troops can die for all I care. Now, when I'm attacking a fortress... Actually, I need to change my my layout a little bit because the infantry needs to go in second. The first troops that have to go in are the elephants, because the elephants can smash their way through the fortress walls. So I'm just going to set you all on attack closest. Attack closest. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to even these units out a little bit. The lions, similarly, can go in early. They will die, but that's okay. You guys, do you have anything better than Strength of Giants you can cast? Earth Meld, not really. Okay. So Strength of Giants, summon Earth Power, and then you should actually summon lesser fire elementals, I think. Or just drop Earth Melds? Stone Skin? Magma Bolts? Raise Skeletons? See, here's the problem. In a fortress battle, if there are any troops on the enemy side at all, the gate is going to end up clogged. And that'll be where the fighting is actually happening. Why don't you throw Shadow Bolts, actually? You just do that. So Strength of Giants, then summon Earth Power. You'll be back here with the infantry. You're set up to summon elementals. Which is probably fine. No, I think I want you throwing Shadow Bolts as well. They're a single target, but that's okay. Magma bolts scatter too much for a close melee like this. I'd be worried that I'd kill more of my own elephants than anything. So yeah, just do that. Just throw shadow bolts. Don't spend gems. You can cast... You can cast web, actually. Trap enemies, yeah, sure. Don't even Phoenix power, just give yourself eagle eyes. And then drop webs. You can be up here. We're going to keep him in the back in case they have flying devils or they start summoning imps. And we will storm the castle with all of these troops. This little army here, which is only infantry at this point, will... What can you do? You can't summon elementals. You can cast Earth Meld. So I think probably that's what you're going to do. Or actually, summon Earth Power, and then drop a Strength of Giants, and then Earth Meld. And you'll be right up here with the infantry. And the infantry will, yes, hold and attack closest. And I'm going to take... let's say 3 more useless troops, set them way in the back. Okay, because there are a few troops here, and there is significant province defense. I think this infantry, if buffed up, can probably take them. That's actually a little bit... I'm not actually sure about that. What if I took these guys down here to join the siege? Question mark. Quite well organized. Ooh, what level is quite well organized? I don't actually remember that. Well, there's a way I can check. Quite well organized, Ragdan. Oh, I would need somebody on somebody's capital. Because capitals start with 25 province defense. I just don't remember how much that is. Ugh, so frustrating. Alright, you research for now. You research for now. Let's get my research up. I'm finally up over 200 points per month, which is still not great for this time in the game, but it'll be okay. Did I forget to move these guys? Oh no, they were site searching. Yeah, keep site searching. Down here, I'm recruiting a Buddha, but after that Buddha, I need to recruit another Lion Queen, because I need Lion Queens badly. Shahidi is over here. We are going to take this army and put it under the command of this Lion Queen. Actually, those guys we're going to put under his command. Okay, so we've got 55 units. Since I don't have Enchantment 4 yet, I will have it next turn. I can't yet cast Flaming Arrows, but that's okay. I'll be okay without Flaming Arrows. What I can do is I can cast with her. She has 2 nature and 3 fire, right? Okay, so she can cast Stone Skin on herself, Eagle Eyes to make herself aim better, and then she can throw fireballs for now. And then cast spells. Adnan can cast spells. We will have these guys up front attacking closest. Except for, I didn't want all of them. No, don't do that. We're going to have 4 of them assigned to guard commander. So you attack closest. From up front. You, from behind them, fire at enemy archers. You, from in the middle here, we're unlikely to catch a stray arrow. You guys up here attack rear. And you be back there with the archers. Okay. So you two can move... So, what is your move at the moment? So your map move is 14 with your army. Oh, yeah, because elephants are faster. Okay, well, I want to keep you all together, so I guess you have to move 1 province at a time. So move up there, collect Shahidi, Shahidi is going to patrol in order to bring this unrest down, because that unrest is unacceptable. You are going to research, Kareem. Now, I have, diplomacy-wise, I've been talking with is in a bit of a tight spot. Trying to finish off Pangaea, might also be fighting with Niflheim pretty soon. And I might be fighting with Niflheim soon. Niflheim is big. Niflheim owns quite a bit of this territory. They're big and they're kind of scary. And, to make matters worse, I have heard through the grapevine that they are sort of allied with Hinnom. Now, an Axis of Giants is exactly what I don't want. Unfortunately, it's probably not too likely that I can bust that up, diplomatically speaking. But what I need to do is, I need to get my enchantment up. First to level 4, where I get Flaming Arrows, which will be a significant army booster, and then to level 5, where I get Horde of Skeletons. And I need to kick my construction up rapidly. Can you forge... You can forge Black Bows and Bane Blades and all kinds of cool death stuff. You're not level 3 Earth, so you can't forge Dwarven Hammers. You are level 3 Earth, Mbarak, so as soon as you take this fortification, I will want you to start forging Dwarven Hammers, because forging is starting to become something that will be part of my strategy very, very quickly. But, currently, income-wise, I'm doing really well on Earth Gems, and oddly enough, Air Gems, which I don't actually have any use for yet. Keep that in mind, I will have a use for them as soon as I get to a high-level construction. I am going to send some gems to for nothing, just because I want to support him. So I'm going to send him 10 Earth Gems, because he has powerful Earth magic and he can use them. And hopefully, if he gets into a war with Niflheim and or Tianxi, that will allow him to kind of support himself for a while I am absorbing this territory. So, this fortification, once I take it, will be pretty significant. It'll get resources from there. It won't get resources from here, because I'm giving those to Tianxi. I'm letting Tianxi take those provinces. Karnag and Mechelen, they're not going to have high resources, but they will be excellent mage recruitment centers. And I will use them to recruit Buddhas to prepare for my war against Tianxi. Over here, I'm still massing up an army. That's fine. Up here, I'm recruiting Spider Clan Witch Doctors for research purposes, and Lions, because I have almost no recruitment points. Actually, screw Lions. Recruit Pygmies. Yeah, all the Pygmies, all the Pygmies. My arrows will blot out the sun. Have a fire gem. Yes, arrows blotting out the sun is definitely going to be part of the strategy there. You also have a fire gem. Actually, I'll tell you what. You can forge fire in a jar. And then I don't actually have to hand out gems. And especially I don't have to replace them over time. So, forge me a fire in a jar. You also forge me a fire in a jar. And you, for a third, forge me, you got it, a fire in a jar. It'll be some expenditure right now, but I get quite a few fire gems, and it'll just help me long term. Yomi, I have been told, has gone to war with Tianxi. So, considering that Tianxi is, I guarantee, my enemy, this might not be a bad time to consider breaking that truce we have with them. What I'm worried about is, I'm worried about the idea of Niflheim, Hinnom, and Tianxi forming an agreement to split the world between them, which might happen. I currently have a non-aggression pact with Tianxi, or Tianshi, I guess is probably how that's pronounced. My member of my family actually speaks Chinese, and so has been trying to correct my pronunciation. I resist being corrected in pronunciation, because my pronunciation is always bad. But in any case, I'm worried about them forming some kind of agreement to split the world between them. It looks like Baratos is expanding north, possibly? We'll see. We'll see how things are going there. I have 290 gold left. I'm going to keep it. I don't need to rehire Rexor's Barbarians yet. Has hired 2 of the other mercenaries, and Agartha has hired Arnaud's archers. The swimming men, I believe, can only be hired in a water province. Yeah, but I don't own any water or even coastal provinces. So, okay. I'm going to take Mechelen this turn. Then I will take Karnag. What I might actually do is... What if I sent Rexor to take Karnag? Yeah, let's do that. Let's send Rexor and these guys to take Karnag. With that amount of force, they can do it, I guarantee. You guys go up here. You will summon Earth Power and then Strength of Giants. These guys will be gone by that time, but that's fine. You'll get these guys, and they will provide the support fire. Actually, what I might do is set them back a little bit so they have a chance of being hit by it as well. And Kenyatta will stay in here once I take the fortress. Actually, Kenyatta, let's move over there. Once I take the fortress, he can pick up some gems and become a gem monkey. Once I take Mechelen, it will also buff my gem income in an okay way. A little bit of nature, a little bit of water, a little bit of air, a little bit of, astral. And I'll also get a small blood slave income, as well as some more fire gems. So my fire gem income will go up to 7, which will be great. So that will be what it is. Alright, I think that's going to be the turn. I'll move my scouts and stuff, but that'll be off screen. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in turn 28. Alright, turn 28. Let's see how that invasion of Mechelen's capital went. Okay, research in enchantment is complete, so we'll be up to enchantment level 5 pretty soon. Cast Dark Knowledge, and of course found nothing, as usual. Didn't find any magic sites in Urfel either. We had a battle in Karnag, so this is us attacking this little province here. We have one Buddha, our infantry, our barbarians behind, a few arrow catchers back here, or attack rear command catchers more like. Rexor the barbarian chief, who we forgot to move, that's fine. And this is, it looks like province defense and a small army of warriors led by a tribal king. So this shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, Mbamba has summoned Earth Power and is about to cast Strength of Giants on my infantry. Caught a few of the barbarians as well. And he's casting Earth Meld now, which doesn't actually accomplish much because all of these warriors are just standing still and slinging at me. But that's fine, my infantry just rush in and take care of everything. Okay, that was easy. In Yildmir, we have Rus attacking the Agarthan army who had taken their fortress. Let's view that battle. So, on the Agarthan side, we have a whole bunch of summoned ogres. That's clearly what they've been doing all this time. One Penumbral, some independent archers, 2 Earth Readers. The Oracle of Subterranean Fires that we saw last time hasn't gotten any new afflictions, which is interesting. 1 Prophet, Stone Mind. Then back here they have a Pale One Commander, a few Great Olms, a Scorpion Beast, and up on the walls they've got Ancient Stone Hurlers, which have a boulder attack that's very high damage but very low precision, so not honestly all that useful. As well as a couple of... that's a Pale One Commander, actually. Okay. On the Russian side, they've got their mages here. They've got a Wizard, a Son of Heaven, a Perkunu with 4 air. Wow, impressive. Back here they have... So that's all their commanders, I think. And then this is all Chud warriors and Russian hunters, and some Chud hunters over here as well. Okay, what are all their... They've lost... He's lost an eye. He has Battle Fright, and he has Battle Fright. Wow. Bad. Okay. So a bunch of Chud infantry with a little bit of magical backup against multiple powerful earth mages and a whole bunch of ogres. So they have been blessed. Remind me what the Chud Bless is. Precision, Reinvigoration, and Magic Resistance. So, yeah, Air, Earth, and Astral. Okay. Has Agartha blessed themselves? Yes. Reinvigoration, Magic Resistance, Penetration, and Mountain Survival. Earth and Astral, that's right. Both of these are Earth and Astral, and he's added Air. Okay, the ogres are coming out, getting thunderstruck to a very significant extent, and getting a lot of friendly fire as well. Those ogres are getting wiped out. Lots of evocations flying on both sides. Really what this means is Agartha has not properly researched their earth magic, because when you have a bunch of earth magic, what you should be doing with Earth 3 is you should be casting army-wide buffs, and you should be throwing alteration spells. I need to research alteration, actually, once I get some construction going, because at alteration level 6 you get access to Maws of the Earth, which is a fantastic spell. Okay, we did get a Blade Wind there. That's good. But against the Chewed, it's not likely to accomplish much. So we're still throwing lots of evocations. Looks like the Chewed did take quite a bit of damage getting in, but they are now going to overrun the commanders here and just wipe them out. So Agartha has lost its army. The Olms are coming into melee. They'll do a little bit of damage, but not all that much. I think he's been petrified. And they're going to be eaten alive by the remaining Rusian infantry, especially since their Oracle is fatigued out. He might get one more spell. Nope, didn't get one more spell. Okay. Let's take a look at the casualties. So Rus suffered only 18 casualties. I thought they suffered more than that. But that all that Thunderbolt spam stood them in very good stead. And Agartha lost every single troop they had there, including their Oracle and their Prophet. So that was a pretty serious blow for Agartha. At the Fortress of Mechelen, let's see what Mechelen had left. I think they sent out most of what they had earlier. They did. Back here they have a whole bunch of summoned creatures, horned serpents and wolves. They've got some warriors, they've got some mantises. They have their priest king and a tribal king. Down here they have a rain priest with some more mantises. They have a high priest of the sun. They have one spine devil. Their god is already dead, the jaguar. They have some eagle warriors over here, which are flying. So it's a good thing I left my flying absorption squad in the rear. The elephants are going to charge in first. Get some strength of the giants. Ooh, nice. Strength of the giants on the elephants. So the elephants and lions are going to charge into the animals. Animals do very, very poorly against elephants. Those eagle warriors did... SpaghettiOs. The eagle warriors landed on Mbarak. Ooh, boy, that's bad. That's very, very bad. I was really hoping that would not happen. Mbarak, don't you die on me. Don't you die on me, Mbarak. Okay, good. He's not... It looks like he might make it. Mbarak, get out of there. Great, those Shadow Bolts. Am I glad I scripted them to cast Shadow Bolts. Because the Shadow Bolts are paralyzing the Eagle Warriors they hit, and so cutting down on the number of attacks they get. Oh, crap, I lost Mbarak. Shoot. Oh, that makes me mad. But okay, so the elephants have trampled most of the enemy infantry. I've got elephants and infantry up here. That really sucks that I lost a Buddha. But, you know, you have to expect some kind of losses when you are attacking an enemy capital. So, oh well. And that is, I think, the whole ballgame. Yeah, I lost a Buddha. Damn it. And he was my Earth 3 Buddha, too. Or one of them. Don't I have another one? I think I have another one. Anyway, in any case, we wiped out the army. We didn't take many casualties besides a Buddha. And we now own Mechelen. Unexpected events, got some death gems. Lost some dominion, that is super unfortunate. Got another death gem. The Veil of Infinite Horror has been found. Ugh. Started to destroy the wall fort in Karnag, and patrolling troops in God's Two Mountains have killed some brigands. Okay, that's nice. So, we now own Mechelen. We are going to start recruiting mages here immediately. Resources, not great. Recruitment points, very high. Income, also very high, because of course it is a capital. Down here, for some reason, Mechelen has 2 moon priests down here in Anoria, which is kind of hilarious. Meanwhile, Tianqi, or Tianqi, has started a war with Yomi, or possibly Yomi started a war with them, I'm not sure which. But in any case, I think Yomi is about to go the way of all the earth, because these Tianqi armies are just going to crush them. I mean, really, there's no competition. So, we're going to get some Buddhas lined up here. With my low resources, what I could do is I could turn this into a Lion Clan warrior factory. That doesn't take much resource. I could, of course, do war lions. I could do quite a few war lions. Let me see what else I might want to spend my gold on, though. So this fortress is under siege. It'll take some time. I need to rehire Rexor's barbarians. I'm just going to bid 50. I don't really care all that much if they go away. Over here, I've got Kibwana. Up here, I have... What am I recruiting here? Witch doctors. I've got Bavual here. He's a 222. Okay, so I need Mpingo. Or I want Mpingo, rather. Let's give the elephants here, the infantry here. Oh, she's maxed out on troops. Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah, let's leave Shahidi to patrol, maybe? Nah, let's take Shahidi with us. He can cast spells, if nothing else. Move over there, and next turn we will attack the... the throne. Now, since I have enchantment level 4, I can now cast Flaming Arrows. Unfortunately, my queen here did not take any fire gems with her because I'm dumb. So, I might be able to send somebody to catch her with fire gems. Let's remove that lion queen from the roster and get another Buddha. One thing I do definitely need to start doing, like right now, is building more temples. Because my Dominion spread chances are being very much counteracted by my heresy. So, let's build a temple right here. So this has a commander point bonus. I could even upgrade this to a walled city. Really? I can upgrade this? Administration 40, recruitment point bonus 100%. No more commander points, but it would boost my recruitment points by another 25%, which would mean I could spam out a truly ludicrous number of lions from this spot. There's some mercenaries. Might be worth considering, to be honest. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice there's a Sages Guild here. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Sages are adept researchers. Yes, please. And there's a lab. How did I miss that? Okay, regardless of what it's going to do to resources, I need a fortress there as well. It just has to happen, because if I have a fortress there, then I can recruit a sage every turn, and a sage every turn will both kick my research up into the stratosphere and unlock the ability to have communions. So that is that province alone, that province and Mechelen are more than worth this entire war. Like, no question. Vinzel. Go up there. Leave your troops, though. You don't need this. Oh, I guess you're actually... Well, you're actually the commander for most of the army. Okay, you stay here. You patrol. You're building a temple. You three research for a turn or two. Kenyatta, you go up there to build a fortress, because I really want a fortress there. We're building a temple here. Over here, we're sieging. I could use more troops in the siege. So actually, Vinzel, move over there to help them siege. Harun, Karume, and Saburi will provide sufficient defense here. I am gonna kick in some province defense in Mechelen. This province has an income of 3. Wow. Oh, and it has a Moon Mage's Circle. Holy crap, Mechelen. You had all kinds of sites. Y'all crazy. I'm gonna get such sweet magery from those locations. Over here, I have a bunch of troops. I'm going to stop recruiting these troops because these are now in the middle of my territory and not particularly well placed for going anywhere I want to go. That is super frightening. That is incredibly bad. I don't like that one little bit. Okay. New plans. As many troops as we can get. Begin moving in this direction. Up here, we're recruiting a whole bunch of pygmies, which actually are not going to be effective in this context. So, we're going to stop recruiting pygmies for the nonce. We're going to start recruiting lions. Oh, I don't. It's the recruitment points again. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. I guess pygmies are our best move. So what's going to happen down here is all of these troops are going to be given to the Prophet. And Adnan. Mpingo needs to rush north. Matwa, what can you cast? You can cast Terracotta Army. Brittle if struck by blunt weapons, highly resistant to fire. They don't have much by way of blunt weapons. I have 3 death. Reviving whites wouldn't be terribly useful. Reviving a Bane wouldn't be terribly useful because I don't have equipment. Summoning some shades could be decent because they are ethereal. I am going to put you on... Oh boy. Okay, see, here's what I'm afraid of. This army, which is 60 giants, mainly sacreds, and Gijas, which are powerful wizards. This looks like an invasion army, and it looks like it is probably going to come running straight down into me without stopping. I haven't heard anything from Niflheim. We haven't had much communication. I think probably he's not going to stop. So that being so, the question becomes, well, what do I have that could potentially stop him? And the answer is not a whole lot. One thing I'm going to need to do is summon some ogres just to have a meat shield. Another thing I'm going to need to do is get a hold of some units that actually have hitting power. Now, these pygmies, if I can get flaming arrows activated quickly enough, those pygmies will probably do a decent job. But that depends on me getting my queen up here as quickly as possible. Which means she can't bring those pygmies because she needs to be moving. Yes, okay. This army is still going to move over here and take out that throne as planned. I do need a throne. That's important. These troops need to be given to more commanders. So Taki is leading these troops. I may also want to send these guys with them. What spells do you have? You don't have Shadow Bolt. You do have Heal, which can heal a square. That's not bad. You can summon fire elementals, but I don't have many fire gems at the moment. You can set people on fire. Combustion spam might be what you've got, and that's not much, to be honest. Neither is weakness. I think you guys need to stay here and research, because I can't afford to spend all my fire gems on fire elementals at the moment. And I need to save some for flaming arrows, which will be a key part of my stratagem. So, these guys. Now, Funny Guy can use flaming arrows. He can cast Phoenix Power and then flaming arrows. He's also horror marked. Wow, that is the worst. That is the worst luck. My luck just kicked me directly in the crotch. In case you don't know, horror marking means, at random, a horror marked unit will be attacked by horrors. One horror mark, unlikely, but at some point it'll happen. Now, my god is not physically powerful. He's just not. So, when he's attacked by horrors, it's very likely that he will die. I'm going to set these guys to guard commander, so they might be around when that happens. But, boy, it's bad. You've got nature magic. You can cast regeneration. You can also cast haste. But haste only doubles movement. Now, does it increase combat speed? Because if it increases combat speed, then your chance to strike first goes up, which might be worth it. You can cast flaming arrows if you're given a bunch of gems, a couple of gems. So, what I'm going to do is, we're still recruiting a whole bunch of pygmies. We're summoning some ogres. Instead of a Spider Clan Witch Doctor, we're going to get another Hyena Clan Witch Doctor, which can at least spam Magma Bolts. Kinda and Funny Guy are going to pull back into the fortress. We're moving up Mpingo as well. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Let's get Taki moving over this way to help out. And we've got Hassan and Kibwana with their troops coming north to help out. I think with all of that, we can probably stop this army depending on what magic it has. That said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some time to try and negotiate with Niflheim and basically beg for my miserable life. Well, I won't put it that way, but you know what I mean. I'm going to try to negotiate something that does not involve murdering me. That is a very significant Hinnom army, and it is right next to Niflheim's borders. So that could be super useful. That is probably Yomi's only army going over this way to face off against Tianshe. And over here is where and Tianshe are having their confrontation. Move him down there. Okay, yeah, this is basically what I've been afraid of for a long time, and didn't really do anything about it because I was busy. And just hoped it would go away if I ignored it hard enough. But it is not going to go away, and it's going to be a while until I get Enchantment 5 with all these mages running around. So, Buddhas. Do I need another Buddha down here right now? I've already got a Buddha coming next turn there. So, actually, I want Hyena Clan here for research. Okay, well, that is going to be that. Once again, I'll move all my scouts around and stuff off camera. You can see what I can see of the world here. It's much of it. Baratos looks to have actually been kind of contained, and they have stacked up an enormous army right here on the border with Hinnom, which I hope makes Hinnom nervous. And they don't seem to be patrolling for scouts either, which is good, because I'd hate to lose a scout for no reason. This scout needs to move north so that I can try and get into Niflheim and see what's what a little better. I do have a scout here. There's one Gidja up there. This may be the war where I need to start deploying were-hyenas in a real serious way. I may need to start getting Buddhas into his territory. Oh, you need to change shape, by the way. Can Kibwana, even if the troops can't arrive, can Kibwana get there? No, okay, that's fine. Map move 22. Yeah, you might be able to move there in one turn, but the only province of mine he can hit is this one. So, if he attacks Behemoth's Rest, I'll lose it, but Behemoth's Rest is a pretty worthless province. The only benefit it provides is resources to God's Two Mountains. So that will be alright if that happens. And I'm about to have a Palisades here. Matwa. You summon yourself some shades, because he shouldn't know that Matwa is there. I have a lab here, and Matwa has 3 death. So, since he's invisible, what I can do, if necessary, is I can raid with Matwa by raising skeletons. Not as efficient as Horde of Skeletons, certainly, it only gives me 3, but it would only cost 20 fatigue. So what I could do is Earth Power, Stone Skin, raise skeletons, and at the very least he could take out minimal province defense. I don't know how much province defense. Yeah, like this is like 5 points of province defense. He might be able to take out 5 points of province defense. With Shades backing him up. And then, of course, once some people die, he can cast Raise Dead instead, which raises a whole bunch of Soulless. So let's do that, and then cast spells. Like I said, he'll have some Shades with him, bodyguarding, and 5 Shades bodyguarding should be able to keep him safe from random archery. And if he summons Earth Power first, and then Stone Skins himself, he could probably pull it off. Funny Guy and Kinda can go back here, and then I can determine gem distribution. May have to alchemize my air gems into fire or earth gems, or possibly even death gems, in order to get things right. You're summoning ogres for infantry purposes. You are researching unless there's a good ritual you can cast. There's really no point in summoning, like, wolves and horned serpents. Like, the giants will just kill them and they will contribute to my being HP routed. And I could get some skeletons, I suppose, for chaff. I think a little bit more research might be useful now, because if I can hit enchantment 5, then the game will change just a little bit. My raiding effects will become much more effective. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, where probably we are going to get into a nasty little war. Take care.